guys, Kristen Collins. Hope you're doing well. Excited to connect with you this week. I want to share a story with you about reconnecting with an old friend, Dr. Gemma Newman, who I had the pleasure of meeting a couple years ago at a week-long retreat in Tuscany. And I want to share some of the information that she enlightened me with recently, as well as some of my takeaways from a trip out to wine country in California. I want to thank you guys for subscribing and liking this video. I can't tell you how much it excites me to see the community grow and how it helps to spread that information. If you haven't already done so, please feel free to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when new information's out there for you. And by you liking it or commenting on it and sharing your stories with me, that just helps rise the algorithm and helps spread the message. So please go ahead and subscribe and like if you haven't already done so. So this week on Raw Real Talks Healing Edition, Janet Namaste was on vacay, so I was able to host a special guest, and I was able to land the one and only beautiful, inspiring, and talented Dr. Gemma Newman. And as mentioned, I had the chance to meet Dr. Newman a couple years ago in Tuscany when she and her husband and my husband and I both were on a retreat with Rich Roll and Julie Pyatt. And that week-long experience is one that I actually write a couple chapters about in my new book that's coming out next month, Her Phoenix Rising, because it was such a pivotal experience that I had, an awakening that I had in Tuscany from that week-long retreat. And watching other people in attendance, there were only like 36 of us, I think, and it was very intimate and very small. And watching the ahas and the wake-ups that were occurring and just the information sharing and the development that was going on that week was really inspiring and shifting. And to reconnect with Gemma a couple of years later, I've been watching her blossom as a plant-strong physician in the UK. And she recently published, and she was actually on the Rich Roll podcast, and I listened to her interview with Rich. So really just watching her thrive. And what I wanted to share with you is, first of all, you can access that interview on Instagram. Raw Real Talks is the platform that was hosted on. But also too, I just wanted to revisit with you guys. I used to spend a lot of time talking about plant-based nutrition and lifestyle medicine. And the past year, I've really gotten away from that. And it was so inspiring to spend a half hour reconnected to that information. And Gemma's book actually is a lot, and I'll put a link to her website below. Her book takes us through all the different walks of lifestyle medicine and sustainability with Mother Earth and the interconnectivity of all that. And it was really inspiring to revisit it. And what I wanted to share with you is that food often is, and this is what she said that reminded me of this, food often is that gateway for us to start caring for ourselves, right? And that usually, because it's tangible, it's controllable, and you can see changes really quickly. And I thought, I was like, food and exercise were my first two pillars of the wellness wheel that I started on my journey with. So if you guys are really interested in self-care and really interested in developing and taking care of yourself, I would highly recommend picking up Gemma's book, because it will walk you through in a fun, loving way. But at the same time, she told me, it has 600 footnotes where all the science is backing this information. Not a science person, I go with intuition, but respect people that need the science, and Gemma gives you that. So I'll make sure that I provide that info for you if you want to check that book out. You can get an ebook, or actually free international shipping right now is going on. So I have the ebook. I'm gonna go get the physical book as soon as I press stop on this video. So with that, the other thing that really bubbled up for me and I wanted to share with you guys is how the mind-body connection is foundational as well, right? And my personal journey was one where I was eating great, I was vegan, I was a triathlete, I was a hospital administrator. I still was really sick and I couldn't figure it out. And it was my mind-body connection, the stimulation of my autoimmune system, my whole life actually, that ironically blew up my digestive tract and made me really, really sick. So we were able to dabble a little bit in the mind-body connection, and that's the space I'm currently hanging out in, is how does self-love, self-care, self-actualization, letting go of judgment, sitting in the present moment, all my favorite things. That is part of the journey journey. But this week I was able to revisit, and I wanted to bring it back into our space, all the components of lifestyle and how they are interconnected and foundational to our well-being. And then I just wanted to end today by reflecting, as you guys know, I took some time off, and my husband and I went on our first vacation on an airplane since COVID started. And it was a surreal experience, especially as a former flight attendant and someone who loves to travel. It was weird. Delta did an amazing job transporting us. I felt very safe. It was very, nice. Going to California was very interesting because they operate very differently than Florida does. And just being out of my environment, but I welcomed that opportunity after being so buttoned up. But also with the fires that California has experienced in 2017 and 2020 in wine country, and just the devastation and the rebirth going on there, and just the fragility of how our ecosystem is right now. And Mother Earth is pissed. She is mad, and she's letting us know. And I really appreciated the additional reminder by being in a new terrain about our connectivity to Mother Earth. And it's really making me question further my decisions, my choices, my selections, my consumption, my purchases. How many single-use bottles, even though I'm recycling them, do I really need? Do I really need, that extra shirt or extra pair of whatever? Again, reminding myself that all I actually need already is, and that is my connection to my higher self, loving that, being appreciative of my unique experience here on this planet. And needing that external stimuli and cortisol release isn't always necessary. So really reflective journey this week, very appreciative of everyone who hosted us in California. But really what I wanted to share with you guys was that reminder that, there is another world outside of our COVID lockdown, and to be safe as you re-enter. But it was a really cool experience because it reminded me just how blessed I am. So with that, check out my interview with Dr. Gemma Newman on Instagram on the Raw Real Talks Healing Edition platform. And please comment below and tell me of your shared experiences when it comes to your journey to self-care and self-love. It'll help inspire all of us. And until next time, be love. Bye.